What do you think, well, I can't resist. You know you've hooked me into this, Mr. DeLay. What is the conservative position on climate change, now that you've broken that sub? I just need to know the answer to that one.
It's very good. Man is not causing climate change. Climate change may be a phenomenon, but there is no science to suggest that man is the cause of climate change, and therefore you do not have to undermine our economy nor take people's freedom away on something that the science has not proven yet.
So that latest report from the Rocky Mountains that the snowpack is disappearing out there is what? Even though they said that that was their result of what's going on out there, man-made climate change, you don't believe in it?
Man-made climate change. It is arrogance to suggest that man can affect climate change. There's no science that supports such a notion.
The European Union has been leading international efforts to fight climate change since global warming first moved onto the political agenda in the late 1980s. Europe has been instrumental in the development of both the United Nations Convention to Combat Climate Change and of its Kyoto Protocol.
Of the Secretary General.
169 countries have ratified the protocol, and 35 industrialized nations among them have committed to reducing their greenhouse gas emissions by an average of 5% from 1990 levels by 2012. The European Union has gone further and committed itself to an 8% cut. Climate Action Network coordinates the position of a large number of European pressure groups on climate change.
It's clear that the European Union holds a leadership position internationally when it comes to climate change. They've been pushing the issue at the international level, helping to get the Kyoto Protocol in place and getting it enter into force.
When the United States elected a new president, Mr. Bush, then they walked away from the Kyoto Protocol, and it was very important to rescue that huge negotiation effort in order to get the first policy actions put in place.
To ensure it meets its Kyoto target, the European Union has developed a major program of measures to cut emissions. These range from reducing CO2 emissions from new cars and using more biofuels to setting energy performance standards for new buildings. By far the most important and innovative of this program of measures has been the creation of the EU Emissions Trading Scheme, the world's biggest international trading system, and now the cornerstone of Europe's efforts to fight climate change. It covers almost 50% of CO2 emissions in the European Union. Launched in 2005, the scheme restricts the amount of CO2 emitted by the most polluting industrial installations by giving them a limited number of emissions allowances.